Hello everyone. As I said in my previous video, I'm here to do a quick update on a pretty life-altering situation that's been playing out while I was away from social media. About 4 or 5 months ago, I was out in my yard feeding the local strays, when one day this pregnant black cat showed up. She was very friendly and started coming around pretty regularly, so I made sure to leave dry food and treats while I was away and give her wet food when I was around. She was a bit hesitant to trust me at first, but when she bonded with me, she was very cuddly and sweet. I was honestly surprised by her behavior since most other stray cats I've come across always made sure to keep a distance from me. Actually, I've only gotten to pet one other stray cat besides this one, so I decided to give her the utmost fitting name, Shayla.
Oh my god, my Shayla, my Shayla.
One day, Shayla showed up with a flatter stomach, so she must have had her kitten somewhere. But the main problem was that we had no idea where. We live in a pretty tight-knit neighborhood with steep terrain, so we could not just snoop around other people's backyards. We had to wait for over a month for Shayla to bring her kittens to us. Once they were old enough to climb, she ended up bringing them to our neighbor's backyard, which we didn't have much access to, but I was able to interact briefly with them. Now, there were originally 3 kittens, but after a week or so of them staying out of our reach, I assumed 2 of the kittens were most likely taken by our neighbor. From somewhere around the end of June, there was only 1 kitten that remained. We called this one 𝐸𝐶 for the time being, which is a Croatian word roughly translating to stroller. Later on, we found that the kitten was actually a girl. We renamed her 𝐸𝐶, which is the Croatian word for a trick or a ploy. Now, 𝐸𝐶 was the first kitten to climb down into our yard, and since my summer holiday had started, I was able to be with her a lot and feed her regularly. Or, well, at least I tried my best to. The biggest issue was that during that time, late June and early July, there was a big heat wave in most of Europe. Since she was still transitioning from milk to wet food, it was very hard for her to handle the change along with the weather. My mother and I did our best to get her to eat as much as we could, but she was skinny and it was very difficult not to worry. On several occasions when it got too hot outside, we took her inside our house. At the time it wasn't much cooler inside because we had no AC, but it was way better than the absolute nightmare fuel that 38 degrees Celsius would have been for her outside. Over time she started getting better. We ended up taking both 𝐸𝐶 and Shayla to the vet last week and found that the 2 of them were pretty healthy, despite our concern over some of their appearances. Currently they're both still staying with us, but we are actively looking for a home for them because I have a pet bird, and it isn't a very good idea to have stray cats with a bird in the house, no matter how many berries you put between them. And that is all. Thank you for watching this somewhat of a short story rant. Farewell and take care.